timers, and I like kind of like lose my mind on Zen. So I just kind of wanted like I feel like I need to be able to like almost like recognize that pattern and adjust pathing, but I feel like this is I guess this is like what I hope the games feel like versus kind of like the ones that are just like chaos.
Yeah, I'm getting super good because obviously like 90% of my games are chaotic, so
Yeah.
I'm getting super good at being able to switch between not playing every sequence, like skipping every camp, but just knowing what sequence I want to just push forward on the map and one where I'm just gonna AFK and I don't have to like match the enemy jungler just running it
Yeah.
down on my laners.
Yeah, for context, this guy has like a 85-90% win rate on Echo, and he's starting with like 3 kills, right? So I'm like in a bit of a okay, this is bad, but
Yeah, alright. Well,
but
that's
I
good.
stay relevant. Yeah, like that's the thing. I kind of find the plays, and then slowly, because he's playing the perma ganking, and I'm like farming but still finding windows. It feels really good. I don't know. I'm just kind of the difference between these two games. I'm trying to wrap my mind around.
That was
I was trying to save the like I wasn't sure if the ult was worth
fair.
saving the Yone. I got to stop trying to save my teammates.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
ulti
yeah, I
is
really do.
not good for saving people. Looking good. Looking real good here. Oh, Cassio. My man.
Like one of the differences for sure between the games is that like my teammates are a little better in this one and they're moving and like making some plays on their own. Like this Cassiopeia moves with me, which some games I have nobody moving. Um,
You're talking about the other VOD?
yeah,
Okay. And what, you're playing Zen in the other VOD?
yeah, and I'm like 601 on Zen.
Yeah, yeah, so alright, this is a good example of like how I've adapted and improved my gameplay. So
Okay.
right here, Echo obviously is looking mid, right? Cassio just flashed. But
Yeah.
he doesn't have a lot of kill pressure on Cassio because Cassio like still obviously you know how Echo works. Like she's only gonna one
Yeah,
shot
yeah.
people when he's low. Like Cassio still has Archangels or whatever and he's like 70, 80%. So like I'm pretty sure that this Echo would have to ult regardless if you were here or not, unless she completely missed her first Q. Like she would still be able to spam her E before Echo gets execute, right? And then he would have to ult back. This is
So
where
you're
I'll
recognizing people are fine and like not wasting
backping.
time.
No, just yeah, backpinging, right? Like
Okay.
maybe they're not fine, but they're in control of their own life. They do not have to die.
Yeah.
So I'm content with them dying if I have pinged exactly where that guy is going to be and what he's going to do.
Okay.
Because I can't kill the Echo, right? Like I would only come here if I know that I'm going to counter and I'm going to punish him. But there's literally no punish,
Yeah.
right?
The only thing I thought was a punish is if he literally walks into like if she passed him into that bush, then I can follow his ult. But I think there was a ward there. That was like the
How?
I
You
see
mean
your
without Cassio? You mean with Cassio W or? Because I feel like you're just
uh
gonna ult away, no?
like well if she just kites him away and then he ults, like I can follow his ult with my E into R, right? Like as long as his ult's not close enough to
I mean,
tower.
if
Like if
his passive's not active, I guess.
yeah, fair with the
I
passive.
think it's pretty hard to chase him with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
movement speed.
I agree it's not like a an easy chase, but okay, I get your point.
Yeah. So here this time, Alex, I reckon you should just stay, because obviously you can buy Sork boots, but topside doesn't matter anyway. Warwick Biscam is just gonna be like a healing fest anyway. Like you should just move into the jungle right now and dive mid on bot, mid or bot, probably bot obviously, but you should just be
Okay.
looking to dive right here right now. Because your camp respawn times, like, yeah, your Raptor's coming up, but you have ulti and flash, and you're a level 11.
Yeah.
you just kill someone right here, right now.
Yeah, I think that's like an example of kind of playing faster with leads.
Yeah, true. Okay, both of you just crazy taxing. Nice. Nice. Ooh. Damn, they're kind of tanky.
Yeah, thought that would be a better ult than it was.
Right. This is good. Oh wait, she actually lives. Oh no. Okay. That's fine. Yep, I agree. Skip your camps here. You have ulti in 5. Nice, you still have your E. That's perfect.
Like I feel like I have a pretty good sense of how to play aggro high tempo, but it like relies on the team doing it. I think some games I'm like throwing by trying to do that even if the team's not willing to do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like my
I
team's
know what you
body
mean.
language
I just like to see
in
an
that bot
example.
situation. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I forced in the next game, so
Okay.
it'll be an example.
Okay, so you have no vision Atacon. You guys are face checking a little bit. Gets punished. Good ulti. Oh, there we go. It's stat check right there.
Yeah. Oh, Diana's feeling like that's the feeling with some of these Diana games where it's like if I have a strong enough early, like the champion can dominate. Once again, it's like certain comps, but
You feel the nerfs?
well, technically the nerfs are only nerfs for like clearing. You're stronger team fighting.
Oh, what they buff?
They buffed her like you. I'll tell you one sec. Patch notes. Passive damage to monsters decreased. Q
Yeah.
and W damage increased. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you're actually like, I don't know. I haven't really felt like you're still a fast clearer. Like I'm used to playing Zen. Like I'm still clearing shit pretty because of the over the walls, the QEs. Like seems fine.
Okay. Yeah, so, um, to the review, this Herald would be good if you connected your team and they push mid, but the next mid wave is coming, and we're in the jungle, and we're contesting. So, like, you really need to be a part of the play, because you're majority of why you guys are winning the game, right?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
this
Like
is just giving
I
them
could
comeback
lose the game on
mechanics.
this kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not about even like what you could lose. It's like, oh, I guess it is, but you can do the same play like 10 seconds later with no risk, I guess you could say. Because you
No
shove mid.
counterplay. Like
Yeah,
you.
no counterplay, exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas here you're giving them a clear window where, oh, Diana's not a part of the play. We can actually play
Yeah.
the game. That was nice. Oh, what'd you use your second E on? I think you should save your second E. Ah, okay. I think you should have just saved your second E, but
Yeah,
otherwise it's good.
yeah. I was trying to burst or like the karma shield me. Like that's what you meant before, right? Like you kind of like there's no counterplay now because we killed two Barons free kind of thing, versus like setting up for the Baron.
Ah, no, it would be if you like wanted to farm golems randomly and
Fair. Okay.
Warwick is top side, and you're the only one bot side, and you're farming golems because you want golems. It's sort of like that.
Okay, I did get 2 towers though, so I don't know if the
Yes,
golems is
it's
the
not good.
equivalent.
I'm telling you, it's not good. You
Okay,
got 2 towers, but they got like 3k gold from your teammates dying.
fair.
So if you die after that, oh, it's like on the next sequence, it's like, oh, that's where the real comebacks happen. Where like you're not even ahead anymore.
Yeah. So that was that game, and it's like I'm not looking at that game and being like I figured everything out because I realized like there's things that are lucky there, right? Like after full clears, people are killable. Like my team's
Yeah, I
okay.
mean, you shouldn't expect it, but it's definitely something that is gonna come up often. Like the kill, like you're always gonna have something to do after full clear, like no matter what. Maybe
Is
it's not
my
like a
video
straight
quality?
kill.
Okay,
Nah,
no,
it's
let's
fine.
turn it on.
Pathing down makes sense to me. This all makes sense. This one's for, I guess it turns out good because they chased, but if they didn't, it would probably be bad. So I think this one you had to
Like don't take the Grom.
no, take the Grom. It's just no, it's fine actually. It's just like it's sort of like a in the moment type of thing. You should know the last tick kills um kills Gromp as soon as he flashes, and then like you don't have to knock up, and then you can use knock up for something else.
Fair, yeah.
It's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
ultra
definitely
small, but
like. I saw it was 606. I didn't know there was one more tick. How does it work? Are there X amount of
two
ticks? Like,
two
how does it
ticks,
tick?
yeah. I mean, if you have sound on loud, or like if you don't have music on, basically, it's like I can't do the sound, but it's like it does make a sound where each it's 2 ticks. So one auto is two
Each
ticks.
what? One auto gives you 2 ticks. Okay.
Yes, one. Oh well, you obviously ordered it extra, so it continues.
Yeah.
But one, two, like it's sort of like that tempo.
If you do two autos, like, is it always just 2 ticks after your last auto? It's
Yeah,
not like
yeah, it's not
you
like
build
four
up a
ticks now.
stash kind of
Nah,
thing.
nah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be freaking OP. You could just walk away from camps like from ages away,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
after like a very short amount of time of hitting the cap. That would be pretty good. Jungle buffs. I never really thought of it that way, but yeah, it definitely doesn't stack.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, kill trades, you win out in the end. Clean up kill, solo kill, can't contest dragon, that's fine. Clean up kill, skip your golems, makes sense. Push bot, base, skip golems completely, makes sense. So did you know he was on grubs?
I had a sense. Yeah.
Come on, come on. Where's the Zinzao mastery, Alex? The free
What do
stacks
you
right
mean?
here. The 1-2.
Uh, no, I almost never do that. That's a good point. I
Oh,
know
you
you've
never
said
do
it
that?
before. No, no,
I
I'm
feel
not
like
gonna do
you've
that.
done that, but okay. Yeah, I mean,
I do it if I like if I knew people were there and I like kind of knew the play, but I wouldn't like preemptively put my Q on cooldown like assuming I'll see someone.
oh, okay.
Obviously, seeing it now looks pretty good, but
Yeah. This is pretty good.
oh, okay, so yeah, here's the point where like I feel like I should be able to like win these games so often, but I find myself in this situation with Zen quite often and unable to like close out games.
Yeah, so as you're saying that point, I had a point where I've changed my philosophy on like how I view. So obviously we've reviewed a lot, and I've talked a lot about this point about power specs, right? Like
Yeah.
basing in your power specs.
Yeah.
This timer, I've like changed my idea about this timer right here. So this timer, yes, you can base for your spikes, but the fight was so easy that you only had to use your ulti, right? And your ulti is gonna
Yeah.
come off cooldown by the time you do your three camps. So basically, what I'm saying is just continue the full clear and cycle your camps because you're gonna have a timer to either counter gank bot or you're gonna have a timer to make a play bot because you have R and flash. And yes, you won't have Sunder Sky, but or Merc Treads, but there's no like major play or dive happening anyway. Like, let's say
Yeah.
you come out of base, you're
Like if
probably gonna
Dragon was coming up, it would make sense, but because you're already so ahead of curve, like it's better
because they gave
to.
you freebies. Yeah, they literally just sat there and let you beat them up. Yeah, exactly. Like, you're
Okay.
so far like they gave you a free turn to just do whatever you want, and so now you just get to play with like full resources, right? You have R flash
Yeah.
again, and you're gonna have double buffs, and you're still gonna be stronger than enemy jungler even though you haven't bought, right? So
Yeah.
like worst case, you just base after the full clear and there's no counter gank, but your bot lane gets to shove all the way in and drop some wards, like maybe. But best case is counter gank, and then R flash something, and then you base on like 3k gold.
Yeah.
But that's what I've been doing recently. I feel like it's helped a lot because, like you said,
Yeah, like
chaotic
here's the
games,
first
right?
example where it's like they just pushed up. I don't even know if they needed to, but they die. Like I'm on my way to fight with them and they die. And so I guess your
That
point
is
is
the
like
worst.
if I just did those camps and then ran in this area, like I think when I was thinking of this video is like, okay, if I'm so much ahead of gold, like at some point do I just stop full clearing even if it's efficient and just start like kind of like going in their face, like you know what I mean, like
Yes,
in
yes,
his quadrant.
yes.
Like should I just have
Yes.
done those three camps, skipped all of these, and run like directly to my bot looking for a fight?
Oh no, no.
Okay.
That's what I mean. It's like instead of doing that, you choose to be efficient, but you delay your spike by just AFK full clearing with 2k gold and Sundered Sky by. That's what I'm saying.
So
So
no, but like even if I did what you were talking about, they would have died there, just the way they played, right? Because
oh,
like
perfect.
I'd be
Now their base time is the same as yours, and now you can base together, and
okay,
then you can
okay,
start
fair,
getting in their face, right? It's not
yeah,
perfect, but like when that happens to me, I'm like, well, I wanted the base anyway. It's fine. We can go. We're back to base together, and then we make a play together, right?
yeah.
And then yeah, you get in their face if you have an opportunity to do so, obviously.
Like
Like
if I full cleared, I would pretty much base, and then I'd go bot side here and just try and like be as aggro bot side as possible for
yeah,
until
because
Dragon
you're
comes.
versing triple AP and you have Merc Treads on the sky. You're literally like
Quadra AP, literally, I think I
quadra.
built too much MR this game.
Yeah,
Which is
quadra
why I was
AP.
like, yo, if you guys just wait for me, like the game is so I'm so strong into them, but it just yeah.
Nice. Oh, Q ran out unlucky. Alright, this is where you're getting debated because Cassante has no wave clear. None. Like, it's
I
bad
just
wave
don't
clear.
think I'm gonna make it bot on time.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
so like
it's not about that. It's about the fact that even if you kill this guy, the Cassante's still gonna lose lane. It's not gonna
yeah,
change.
no, I do know that. I do know that.
Oh, okay.
Like
Well, then you're just trading your team off. It's like the play where you heralded two towers with Diana. You're literally the solo carry, and
yeah.
you're putting all the pressure point over here, and you're isolating this whole part of the map right here. We just like cut out like this a piece of
Well,
paper on the corner of the map.
I
That's your
I just thought
island, and everyone's.
I just thought I was giving a dragon, not backing my teammates because they were gonna take dragon, but I
No,
think
no.
that's
Let's say
almost
your
every
teammates
time.
didn't die. Now four people have to AFK because of you. Three, sorry.
Fair, okay.
It
They
doesn't
can't
matter
play it.
that they get dragon or they don't or they die or whatever. It's like you wouldn't be able to do anything on the other side anyway. And another thing to think about is that even if they didn't die and played safe and the dragon was gone, you would have to retake vision first before you make a play. So like you would have to walk through 3 wards and clear them all before you can get in their face and do what you want, right? And it's
Yeah.
like, let's say you go through Tribush bot, now mid gets to play aggressive, and maybe mid can die, and they can always play like hide and seek with you, right? Like, because you're the
Yeah.
strongest member, they can gank while you're on the other side. Like, even though you're on the same side, like bot side, they can still look mid, just because they know your exact location, right?
Yeah, okay, so here's my first throw where I'm like, now I'm here, I'm forcing, but it's like a numbers advantage.
I mean, you're so strong that you might be able to just win numbers disadvantage.
No, no, nobody comes, nobody comes. So I'm like, okay, Mel, okay. Then I'm like, okay, maybe I'll wait for, but at least wrapped around, it was warded.
Yeah, so this is this is a good example of like a timer in which it's very hard to force because the waves haven't met yet.
Yeah,
So the waves meet already, and the waves are already cleared, and now you're entering river, right? Both your soul
yeah,
lanes, sorry, not soul lanes, but both your 2 lanes are catching the wave as you enter river. And obviously, Karma dying is like irrelevant, but you trying to do something here is not going to ever work, even if they don't kill you, right? They're just gonna back off because both waves are gone, right?
yeah,
So if you are gonna force, it has to be through wave, uh, wave first into river into wave into dive or wave into invade. But
okay,
the other argument I would have for forcing is that you cannot stop this guy and this guy from clicking on the wave, unfortunately. Uh, the Mel's range and the Malzar's range, there's no chance that Oriana and MF's gonna stop them from hitting the wave. So this is not a
yeah,
timer to hard force. Whereas you're versing a Vayne and you want to dive top, it's going to be completely free, right? Because she has
yeah,
zero wave clear. So you
yeah,
can
yeah,
guarantee the force. Like even if the force, even if Cassante, even if you can't dive top, Cassante can walk in the jungle with you because it takes so long for Vayne to clear the wave on the tower anyway. Let's
yeah.
just say. But here, both soul lanes with Blackfire Torch are just gonna get easy wave clear into
So,
like
so is
response.
your point I shouldn't be looking to play around bot? What's the takeaway from what you just said?
The takeaway is forcing requires push, but if
Yeah,
you cannot create push, then you cannot force. Right? Force like forcing is in like
yeah,
what we've
yeah,
just been talking about the whole time, getting in their face. You're not
got
creating a numbers advantage at all by your presence being there because they just clear the wave as soon as you leave, or they are clearing the way before you even get there because they see how far you are, right? They don't have to respect you unless they're literally in E range, right?
yeah,
So yeah, it's like that's something you have to take out. It's like, you're investing a Lux or Jhin, right? You already know, like, especially for example a Lux, you already know that if you're not expecting like to be able to dive or make a play on them, because the wave's probably going to be gone, right? Unless you can
yeah.
somehow deny it from touching the wave. Which that would be a great solution if you could do that.
Yeah, like it's kind of like I'm literally running to these things straight out of base, but like the bad stuff's already happening,
this is
and then
this is a combo of the last play, right? You're down tempo because the death time is 30 seconds at 14 minutes. Wow, that's insane. 32. I didn't even know that, but you're down 32 seconds of tempo, so they get a turn on the other side,
yeah, it's
like a
more
short turn.
karma. Yeah, I thought I would still be able to 1v2 them. It's just when Malzahar came at that point, I don't think I had enough.
Nah, so you've got MR, but you don't have enough health to complement your MR. So I'd actually say not going with 10 here is probably better. I'd say like
Yeah,
just go.
I was gonna say what is the right build because I just
You
like
should just go.
I also went Maw after this, which you will not like.
Yeah,
This
I
was
would not
before
like
Maw
that.
review.
I would like
What was
Black
the
Cleaver here.
optimal build? Black Cleaver
You
and
know,
then
yeah,
Witsend?
and then with Sen, yeah. You need like health to complement your MR, which already have MR, right? So now you just
Yeah.
need health. And then obviously it's like, well, you're versing 4 AP. It feels awkward to build Black Cleaver, but the problem is there's no health MR item with AD that isn't,
Yeah.
or more doesn't even give you health. So, like, yeah, there's no comp, like, that would be the ultimate, like, item this game if it existed, but yeah, it doesn't. So you just have to supplement that with Black Cleaver, then go with Sin.
Can you go back to that? Like, this is the frustration where it's like, even that play, Karma literally U-turns. Like,
Well,
I
she
think
X
the
gates
support.
right side, right? Oh, you mean like before?
Yeah, no. The next one where I'm fighting, where I kill Elise. Let's see, right? Watch. I follow Elise. Karma like is like, oh, maybe I'll come support this fight. Just like backs, and like the fight's close, right? Like the
Nah, you guys lost that.
yeah,
Vayne's just gonna like this is what I mean about the your build, right? Vayne's just gonna do too much damage to you, and you're taking too much damage from magic damage because you don't have enough base health to like complement MR, your 100 MR. Maybe if you had Black Cleaver and then a Negatron, you could probably live long enough where Karma could do something impactful, but nah, Vayne's gonna do too much to you though. So yeah, this is like a deceptive game basically, Alex, to like force when you're ahead because of the ability, like the wave clear ability of both AD carry and mid lane.
so outside of like the end plays where I'm forcing at bad times, like what was the way that I win this game at like 6-0-2?
I think the
Given the
timer
fact
where
that
you
these are just
didn't full clear after Merc Treads on the sky, I think that was a big timer.
well, I just would have been a little stronger, right? But you're saying that plus a better
You
build,
just would have been in
like
sync with your team, right? Like they would naturally die, and then you would
yeah.
recall with them, and then you would be in their life cycle, and then you could open on the same time as them, and then you could actually connect with your sub jungle and
What do you
lanes.
think of it? What do you think of Eclipse second or first here? Because like they don't have that much armor,
As
and
long as
like
you can get
if you
Merc
look at
Treads
that
with
last
them.
fight, if you look at that last fight, like I was so close to killing multiple, the one by the dragon,
Yeah, yeah,
just there,
yeah. No, I
like.
remember. Yeah, yeah.
And Ori whiffed her ult. I think she ulted herself. She tried to ult me. So like,
I don't like it because you're versing like burst support, which means if you survive her
fair.
combo, you just win. So Sunder's guy's
Yeah.
super good for that. Merc Treads obviously is like gonna supplement you getting more Sun Sky
Yeah.
procs. Super good. And then Black Cleaver is gonna help with the health problem that you have. And then Witsend's gonna help with double tenacity plus more damage. Plus MR. I think it was like would have been perfect. And then after that you can go wait, you don't even have to go Witsend. What am I talking about? You can go Spirit Visage third and you just literally be
Yeah.
unkillable. Like, cause they're all burst champs, right? If you survive at least Cocoon and Mazel, and you don't die, you literally just win the game. There's
Yeah.
no other way around it. Or Nuno ult. So yeah, actually the most optimal build would have been Spirit Visage third.
Okay. So what I was thinking of like skipping camps and just trying to fight. Your like takeaway on this game is like actually you should have like hard greeted an even bigger full clear when you had like such free tempo or like free kills.
Yes, from a free fight where you didn't have to use any resources, right? I.e. flash ult. Um, well, you used ult, but like your ult would have come back on cooldown, so you could cycle it again and get even more efficiency off
Yeah.
that. But
Well, I actually think the way I'm fighting, like if I actually just had a better build, I would have been like
oh yeah, you'll be
like
so strong, like for sure. Like this is terrible. Like with
because I
the
think my target selection and my like just overall like way I'm playing the fights is fine. It's just
yes, it's
I can't do enough.
sometimes it really be like that. Like I had that with Pantheon, where I like don't when I don't build Black Cleaver, and then I build like Serpent's Fang. I'm like, yes, I'm denying it, sure, but I'm not. tanky enough to get off multiple rotations. So it's like really bad.
Yeah.
It's like here, it's like you actually probably do more damage than Black Cleaver, but you don't because you don't get enough rotations off.
Yeah.
But the other takeaway, like when it comes to like the force again, is like you gotta take into account their wave clear ability, right? That's gonna tell you how hard you can force on your opponents. Because
Because ideally to force, you need to have push. You're saying.
yeah, the ability to dive, the ability to
Yeah.
invade, and the ability to have push. Yes, all three. They deny literally two of the three. Well, one of the three, right? You're not diving with no minions, and then the two of the three is like if you get push, but then they clear it like very fast after. It's almost like yes, you get first move into maybe the side lane bush, but you don't get first move here, or here, or here. You only get
Yeah.
like if Oriana gets slight push, it's only here that she gets first move. So it's like it can deny almost like jungle invades too. But obviously you're so
So
strong it doesn't matter.
so in this game, given both mid and bot, we're not gonna be able to like get pushed because they have like free wave clear with their kits. Like, is the goal to just try and meet at the waves for ganks then? Like, how am
Yes,
I
and then
using this 601 lead?
yes, and then you push, and then they sit back and they clear, and then you control neutral, and then after control neutral, you look to contest camps, and if there's no camps, then you rinse and repeat until they have to make a play, right? You remember they can't just sit back in AFK for like 5 minutes straight. They have to make a play, and that time you move the vision line up every every single sequence that you're down there, and eventually
Why
they're gonna
do
get
they
tricked
need to
up.
make a play? What's your point? Why do they need to make like
Because yeah,
why can't they just wave clear for free?
because at some point, um, you're gonna have move as a four man, and TP is gonna be fake, right? Because TP is fake when it comes to defending dives now. And at some point, they're not gonna like Mel Q is not gonna work when they're sitting literally on the tower. Um, like at some point, because you gotta remember if you let's say you cough down, they concede everything. They have zero
Yeah.
vision in bot side. You base, you do the same thing again. If the jungler does not contest the bot side vision, that the enemy has to assume that your bot side again, like you
Yeah.
can be around there. So they have to give even more, and then by the time you get there, if Nunu still isn't there, um, they should literally just be sitting on the tower farming at that point.
Got
Which,
it. So you're
which, yeah,
like in your games, are you doing like structured clearing more so? Like even if you want to
100%.
play for this bot, like you're still clearing top to bot. You're not
Yeah, that's
leaving
what
your
I learned
camps
from
open.
Even. Yeah, Even, like, you know how maybe you three cap, you make a play, or you four cap, you make a play, and
Yeah.
then it's like 4 minutes. He will not do the rest of the, like, let's say you did these four caps, and
Yeah.
then the play happened, and then it's 4 minutes. He will base for Goms versus doing the blue and Gromp, and
Okay.
then basing. So
Why?
basically,
What's his rationale for that?
it's basically to have a turn, like to have rhythm. I think I haven't actually asked him, but I've just been studying what he's been doing, and it's like it basically to actually it's just to have rhythm. Like for me,
Okay.
that's what I've experienced. So rhythm meaning you have a pace, and when you make a play, and then you reset, and then
Yeah. Well,
you
that
do the
Diana
camp
game
respawn.
felt like rhythm. Like I felt really good playing the game. I just like it feels
Yeah.
like on Zen I get rewarded less for that play pattern, but maybe I'm just like misthinking it. If I
Yeah, you
build
shouldn't.
optimal, maybe it feels
Yeah,
just
you
more.
shouldn't. Yeah, exactly. Like you would be a monster this game. Um,
Yeah.
Especially because of their comp. But yeah, like right now, I think it's the best way I can express myself. It's like, yeah, it's just like you get in a rhythm and you have better timing on plays because you made a play, da 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 da. Everyone's gonna trade like or come back while you're in base and then trade,
Yeah.
and then by the time you full clear, they're at their like they're at the ends meet, right? Usually, like, what is jungling all about when it comes to like ganking is like we want to gank at the most volatile moment, right? But
Yeah.
both sides need to expend resources for it to be volatile. So they're not gonna get it's not gonna get volatile the moment they meet back in lane, right? It's gonna take a little bit of cooking for them
Yeah.
to hit each other. So it's sort of that idea. Instead of like make a play, we win the play, do blue gromp. It's like 4 minutes and 45 seconds or 5 minutes. Then base. Then it's 5:45. Then do my four camps again. What really
Yeah.
happens is you're probably gonna miss opportunities on all three lanes at some point. Versus you could do the three camps again. Oh shit, something's happening. Bam, make a play again, and then do the level one camps, blue and gromp, and then base for your golem respawn. Or maybe like again, the golems is respawning by the time your play's finished, and then you literally ignore blue gromp again and repeat the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Can I ask two more things for two other like more isolated?
Yeah,
Can I screen share? Do you have
yeah,
one more time?
yeah, definitely.
Okay.